Before we start, ensure you have weapon release mapped to something other than spacebar. If you cannot hear me, press Escape, select Options, then Audio tab. Turn down the world and in-cockpit sound levels to 0. Also, if you need to slow things down, just hit pause brake to pause everything. Active pause is on. Press the spacebar to continue. Welcome to air-to-ground rockets and guns in the MiG-29. This should be a walk in the park. You're armed with 4 80mm S8 rocket pods. Each pod has 19 unguided rockets. You have 2 pods each of AP and HE frag. OK, eyes on the HUD to watch it change. Now press 7 to enter air-to-ground mode. Let's take a closer look at the HUD. Bottom left, GND means we're in ground attack mode. IP means we are currently in CCIP mode. Whatever air-to-ground weapon you have selected will impact where the circle in the HUD is. The circle is the Continuously Computed Impact Point, CCIP, also known as the PIPA. The S8 COM bottom right of the HUD shows you the AP rockets, and 4 dots show you are armed with 4 rocket pods. Press D and note bottom right hand corner changes to S8 FPS, which are the HE frag rockets. Press spacebar to continue. The S8 COM are good against lightly armoured vehicles. The FP2's excellent against SSVs, soft-skin vehicles, like trucks and jeeps, and also against troops in the open. Now press C to select the 30mm cannon. You get a gun, bottom left-hand corner of the HUD, otherwise everything is the same. Press C again to deselect the cannon and revert to rockets. Take a quick look at your ordnance by going outside. Press F2. The pods look identical. Press F1 to return to the cockpit, and then press spacebar. In a moment you will unpause the mission. When you do, I want you to throttle back 1 notch, page down, then enter a gentle dive, around 10 degrees nose down. I want you to look to the left side of the HUD. There are 3 range indicators. On top you will see a hollow arrow. This is the range where the PIPA is looking. Below that, 2 fat bars. These are max and min firing ranges. If you press D now, you will see the PIPA move and hollow arrow move, as the 2 types of S80 you're carrying have slightly different flight characteristics. The max range for the S80s and the 30mm cannon is about 3 clicks. As you dive, the PIPA range, hollow arrow, will march towards the top fat bar, max range. When it crosses it, at around 550 meters altitude, you'll get an LA, launch authority, bottom center of the HUD, when a valid release solution is computed. Unlike most other weapons, you can fire rockets at any time without LA. OK, unpause now by pressing spacebar. You have control. Pull the power back a notch by pressing page down. Nose down to 10 degrees. From this height you should get a solution at about 550 meters altitude. Note the HUD symbology, a hollow arrow, the fat arrows, LA. Climb rapidly back up to around 1000 meters. You can repeat this with the cannon by pressing C. Very similar symbology. Remember to deselect C and press D so you have FP2 for frag HE rockets, the bottom right hand corner of the HUD. Now press the spacebar. Ahead of you is a large lake. On the near shore, marked with red smoke, is a company of motorised infantry with trucks, all in march mode. The perfect target for FP2s, so make sure the HUD bottom right hand corner says S8 FP2. You're going to attack these using a dive angle of 10 to 20 degrees. When you are higher, not only can you fire from further away, but you get better accuracy with steeper dive angles. As a rule of thumb, your dive angle should match the first 2 digits of your starting altitude, so if you start at 2000 meters, you should use 20 degrees, 3000 meters, 30 degrees, and so on. Press the spacebar to continue. The keys to accurate rocketry are trim and nerve. You don't want to be fighting the aircraft as you try and aim. As you dive, trim nose down. Use right control and full stop or period. Do not unleash the second you are in range with LA. Make sure your tracking is godlike, then let rip. OK, now set up at 1 to 2,000 meters altitude and max dry power. You don't need to be going supersonic down the dive. Fire your rockets until only 2 dots are left in the HUD. Once your FP2 pods are empty, the system will switch to S8 COM automatically.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
OK, over to you. You will enjoy this. Should be deadly if you get it right. Press the spacebar. Shack, or splash, as we say in the trade. I have now activated a couple of platoons of US Marines buttoned up in AA-7 armoured amphibs, just north of the battered US Infantry Company. They are marked with green smoke. You have to hit them to hurt them, so hold your nerve and get close. Once you've expended all your rockets, select your 30mm cannon by pressing C. Strafe, air-to-ground gunnery. Strafe is identical to rocketry. All the same principles apply. Finish off the hapless grunts, then fly home to a hero's welcome.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. up. Pull up.
Fuel 1500. Fuel 1500.